Hey there. Have you ever said yes when everything in you was quietly whispering? Or maybe even screaming no? Maybe it was a favor you didn't have time for, a social event when you were running on empty, or a last-minute work request that pulled you past your limit. And afterward, you felt drained, frustrated, or even a little resentful. Those moments seem small at first, but over time they build up. They quietly chip away at your energy, your focus, your peace. And suddenly, you find yourself exhausted, wondering where your time went, and maybe even questioning if your needs matter at all. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And today, we're diving into something that can truly transform how you care for yourself. The art of saying no, not with guilt or defensiveness, but with quiet, confident self-respect. Let's talk about how to protect your energy with honesty, kindness, and clarity. Here's something that isn't talked about enough. Most of us weren't taught how to say no. In fact, many of us were praised, even celebrated, for being agreeable, helpful, selfless. You may have grown up believing that being a good person meant being available to everyone, all the time. So now, when you try to say no, it can feel wrong. Like rejection. Like you're letting someone down. Or failing to be who people expect you to be. But here's what we often overlook. People-pleasing has a cost. And that cost is high. Can look like a burnout that sneaks up on you slowly. A resentment toward the very people you care about. A constant fatigue, even when you should be rested. Losing touch with your own needs because you're always meeting someone else's. Saying no kindly, clearly, and with intention is not selfish. It's self-respect. And when you practice it, you create space for the things that truly matter. You can't protect your energy if you don't know where your energy goes. Take a moment to ask yourself, what drains me the most? What kinds of requests or commitments make me feel overwhelmed or anxious? How many social or work obligations feel like too much in a week? If it helps, use a journal or a simple note-taking app to track your energy for a few days. Write down when you feel most energized and when you feel completely spent. This awareness becomes your personal guide, your internal compass. So next time someone asks for your time, you can check in honestly, do I truly have the energy for this? And if the answer is no, that's okay. One of the biggest traps we fall into is over-explaining. We think that if we just give the right reason for saying no, people will understand. So we pile on justifications, sometimes even inventing excuses, just to avoid disappointing someone. But the truth is, a kind, direct no is enough. Try phrases like, "Thanks so much for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass. I appreciate the invite, but I'm not available. That sounds great, but I need to sit this one out." These are clear. They're respectful. And they don't leave room for guilt. It might feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to saying yes all the time. But over time, you'll feel the freedom that comes from honoring your limits without needing permission or approval. Sometimes it's not a full no, it's just a not right now. You do want to say yes, but the timing is off or you just don't have the energy. And that's valid. In these moments, offering a gentle alternative helps maintain the connection while still protecting your bandwidth. Try, "I can't help this week, but I might have space next week. I'm not up for a call today, but I'll text you later. I can't attend the meeting live, but I'll catch up on the notes." Only offer what's truly sustainable. Don't stretch yourself thin just to soften the no. The goal isn't to rescue the other person. It's to show up honestly and respectfully. We're often pressured to respond instantly, texts, emails, DMs, invitations. But rushing leads to knee-jerk yes that we regret later. Instead, give yourself space before you answer. Say, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you. I need a bit of time to think before I commit." That pause is powerful. It gives you room to check in with yourself. To ask, do I really want to do this? Or do I just feel like I should? Most people will respect your thoughtfulness, and you'll respect yourself more for choosing with intention, not obligation. Here's the truth. Not everyone will love your boundaries. Some people may push back, guilt trip you, try to convince you, And that's when your quiet confidence matters most. You can stand firm with warmth and clarity. I get that this is important, but I still can't commit right now. It's not something I can take on, even though I wish I could. I've thought about it, and it's just not the right fit for me right now. You don't need to argue. You don't need to apologize. Just hold your ground kindly. When you do, something shifts. You teach people how to treat you. You show them, and yourself, that your time, energy, and boundaries matter. I used to say yes to everything. Extra tasks, last-minute requests, late-night texts, one more favor, one more event, one more thing on my already full plate. I thought I was being helpful. I thought it made me valuable. But what it really did, it left me exhausted. I started feeling resentful toward things I'd willingly agreed to. And worst of all, I started disconnecting from myself. Eventually, I had to stop. Now I pause. I check in with my limits. I say no when something feels too much, kindly, firmly, and without guilt. And the amazing part? People didn't stop asking me. They just started respecting my boundaries. Because I respected them first. Saying no doesn't make you cold or uncaring. It doesn't make you unreliable or rude. Saying no opens space. Space to rest. Space to think. Space to be present with what really matters. A space to say yes to the things that light you up instead of wear you down. You don't need a perfect script. You don't have to get it right every time. All you need is awareness, a little courage, and a willingness to put yourself on your own priority list. Because protecting your energy is an act of love for yourself and for everyone around you. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button. It really helps more people find messages like this. Drop a comment below. What's one situation where you'll practice saying no this week? And if you want more videos about boundaries, self-care, and how to show up for yourself with clarity and compassion, hit subscribe. You deserve rest. You deserve respect. And it starts with a simple, confident no.